Here is how I do the neck taping of my kaftan. So first is to cut a piece of fabric on bias. In this case, the fabric is not the desired length, so I'm cutting extra, which we're going to join together. So the fabric you'll be cutting, which is on bias, should measure around 2.5 by the desired length. So if the neck is 16, maybe you cut it to be 18, so you are sure you have enough to go around and probably a little bit of excess. Now if you be joining the fabric, like the fabric you want to use for the neck taping is not long enough, don't join it in a straight line, right? You can see this one is joined in a slant line, and then after doing the joining, use gum to hold the excess in place. Now this ensures it doesn't have blisters when you're done with it, right? So yeah, you can see the tailor added gum and is ironing it in place and using the cold iron to get it done right. Also ensure the parts you join together is going to be at the back. Well, that's not really necessary. It can be anywhere you want it to be, but it's preferably it's better for it to be behind. Also the fusing or the interfacing or the stay, as we call it in Nigeria, that you'll be using for be ironing to it too, is also going to be on bias. In order to manage the interfacing, you can see the tailor using many bits of the interfaces. All are on bias, just to be resourceful. Yeah, it's trimming off the excess, so we ensure the bias measures around 1.5. I hope I didn't say 2.5 initially, so it's about 1.5 inch by the desired length. Here is folding the first edge by about quarter of an inch, and it does that all the way to the bottom, right? To the bottom rather. So you will see him doing now. Because it's not using the code, and you can see that the party iron appears to be coming up again. If he had used the cold iron immediately, it is going to lay flat as the iron passes by. Now watch and see. So when it puts the cold iron, you will see as it raises this up, it appears to be flat as if it was glued to the other side of the clothes, right? So that's one advantage of the cold press. I have a whole video about it. You can check that on my page, right? The importance of cold iron, popularly called stove iron. Okay, so now it's folding the other part. The other part is folding it by about half of an inch. So clearly you can see the other part is longer than the other part, than the first part. That's the part we just folded, right? So the first part is folded by about half of an inch. The other part is, apologies, the first part quarter of an inch, the second fold half of an inch, and you do that all the way to the end of the strip of fabric. Then the next thing now is to fold the quarter inch fold. You fold it a second time, right, as you can, as shown in the video. So do it as patiently as you can. It's also advisable to have these cold iron. If you have a clapper, it works just fine. You just need something that can quickly conduct the heat out of it, so it retains that folded shape faster, which makes your work, of course, neater. All right. Yes. So that is being done. Having done that, now is wetting the what we use for the ironing board, because it doesn't want to keep pouring water on. It doesn't want to keep wetting the fabric. That's the fabric we're using for the neck tape. It doesn't want to keep wetting it over and over again. So that's why it wets. Should that be wet or wetted? Yeah, the fabric we're using for the ironing board. And now is stretching it out and curving it as it's ironing. So it's stretching and curving, which gives that spiral shape. It keeps doing that consistently, patiently. Keep going, right, patiently as you can. So as it's taking off the iron, of course, it's putting the cold iron so that it retains the spiral shape, the curved shape, quickly, and then it keeps going till it is properly done. Okay, one advantage of doing this method is that the way it is done in this video is that the iron is not making contact with the face of the fabric that is going to be visible on the outside, right? So this part the iron is touching is what is going to be on the inside when the cloth is sewn, right? So if you want, well, it's not even advisable for you to have the iron touch the surface that is going to be obvious for this long, so that it doesn't shine, it doesn't make your work look tacky or look cheap. So that's one advantage of doing it this way. So the part that will be visible on the outside, of course, is the part that is facing the purple material, which is what's used for the ironing board, right? Okay, I'm trying to see if I can remember any other thing worthy of mentioning. Okay, so that'll be all for now. Thank you for watching. Don't ensure to like, follow, and share for more. If you also have question, please feel free to ask the question in the comment section. And of course, if you have a method that works for you, it's best to stick to what works than trying. It's good to try new things, but stick to what works. Whatever works for you that is giving you a good product, a good finish, stick to it. But if you are learning, this is a good place to start. And this is actually how we do ours. So it's not like it's just something for you to learn from. This is something that we use as professionals here. Okay, once more, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.